the past, the British have brutally massacred the innocent Indian people. Today, under the alien influence, the paid hooligans of the state have inflicted high-tech injuries on the innocent demonstrators. This is not a border fence to protect the country from the enemies. The demonstrators are not enemies at all. Why then the barricade? Men with spears and horses back? Iron-butted lathis? Loaded guns? Tear gas shells? Water cannons? Battle with whom? Is it with people who demonstrated against the hike in the electricity bills? People everywhere. A disciplined bunch of people. A rare list of 7 parties on the one side and the Congress on the other side. They, hand in hand, marching ahead to tell the tale of woe with painful hearts. Are they rascals or terrorists? If a child cries for food and the mother shuts her up violently, how would you describe such a protest? Unable to bear the World Bank influenced decision of hiking the electrical charges? The protest which echoed the air since last 100 days with no result whatsoever. Something urgent had to happen to stop such a inhuman decision. It was suicidal to ask someone to pay up such huge bills with little income. People had to tell the government that they were not willing to be pushed around and made scapegoats. Final call on 28th August. People muscled their energies and came out in the open to march towards the assembly and represent. As demonstrators took that fateful march, the merciless police swung around with their high-tech weaponry and beat the blues out of every single person. Children, women, and men. There were screams, shouts and sentiments. They were stopped in the middle of the way and butchered inhumanly. In spite of our peaceful demonstration, in spite of assembly not in progress, the police have brutally snubbed the demonstrators. This has to be condemned by all right-thinking people, and the people will definitely give an answer to this inhuman act.
It is equivalent to British brutality. They have used all kinds of ways to stop us. Water cannons, lathis, bullets. It's unpardonable.
ఆడవాళ్ళకి ముఖ్యంగా నారాయణమ్మ రత్నమ్మ వీళ్ళంతా లీడర్స్ అట్లాగే ప్రశాంతి రామసీత వీళ్ళందరికీ హెడ్ ఇంజరీ.
All the women leaders have been beaten up. They pulled our hair and pulled us on the road. It's disgraceful.
లాఠీ చార్జ్ చేశారు, ప్రయత్నం ఏం చేశారో తెలీదు. ముఖ్యమంత్రి లేకపోతే
Ordinarily, on such occasions, if the use of lathi charge, use of water cannons does not work, as a last step during the firing, the senior police officers should be present. The aim should not be on the chest but below the knees. They should not fire not more than 2 rounds. All these norms were deliberately ignored by the police. Like during lathi charge, they should hit only on the legs, but on this occasion, they were banging on the heads. Easy to kill, to smash every part of the body. It is a pathetic sight to see the peaceful demonstrators being chased by the police lathis and bullets. A brutal way to silence a genuine protest, a protest full of truth. Shouting from the top of their voices, running to revolt and raising flags on behalf of the people. The demonstrators have even sacrificed their lives.
శాంతియుతంగా పోరాటం చేయాలని వచ్చామండి. మేము మామూలుగా నడుస్తూనే
We were walking peacefully, and the police on the horseback whipped us, unmindful of our sex. They didn't show any mercy towards us. They were brutal and arrogant. They made us run for our lives. A Balachandran, an Abhimanyu, and Alluri Sitaramaraju, a Bhagat Singh, a total recall of the past, a battle of bloodshed. Balaswamy, Vishwavardhan Reddy, Ramakrishna, all have been a part of this Kurukshetra and profusely bled for this battle of bloodshed. Like Andhra Kesari opening up and inviting bullets to be fired into his chest. This was like repetition of history. Broken footwear, broken flags, the burning fire, the uncontrollable smoke. Why all this happened? Who is the reason for such vandalism? Who is responsible for such devilish acts? To get an answer to all this, we had to go back in time a little. This has not happened in just a day. The struggle has been going on for the last 100 days. Village after village, lane after lane. People have been protesting, speaking, meeting, gathering, lying before ministers' cars. The demonstrators have been treated badly. Their voices were still. They were driven to the wall. They were hospitalized, chained like criminals. Who is the cause for all this? The cause is to protest against the hike in the electrical charges.
గత 100 రోజుల నుండి పెంచిన విద్యుత్ ఛార్జీలకు వ్యతిరేకంగా రాష్ట్ర వ్యాప్తంగా పెద్ద ప్రజా ఉద్యమం జరుగుతూ ఉంది.
From the last 100 days, these demonstrations were going on to amend the tariff of the electricity charges. Sri Chandrababu Naidu is the main cause for all this. Lies, lathi charges, police brutality. He has tried every method to stop this. In the rally, in 120 centers, lathi charge was done. 2,200 people have been injured. 530 cases have been registered. 2,400 people have been arrested, according to the Home Minister. This is how the whole episode has been brutalized by the government. After the MLA's hunger strike, not satisfied with their violent snub, they still continued with their mighty right policy and beat the various political workers, blue and black. Instead of protecting the rights of the citizens, they created havoc in public places. This act of intimidation, vandalism, hooliganism was criticized by all the leading papers. The persons who laid down their lives, who were killed by the police: Sri Vishwavardhan Reddy, CITU, Hyderabad; Sri Balaswamy, Congress, Satyanapalli; Sri Ramakrishna, CPIM, Khammam. In this struggle, 2,000 to 3,000 people have been injured. 23 people have been hit by the bullets. 139 members have been treated in the hospitals.
ఫస్ట్ లాఠీ చార్జ్ స్టార్ట్ పెట్టింది ఎవరంటే మేల్ పోలీసులు, అంటే జన్ పోలీసులు.
First, lathi charge was started by the male policemen. Then we said we should be handled by the women police. Then they got some women police as dummies, and the male police started hitting us again. Within 5 minutes, water cannons, tear gas shells were used on us. In spite of the iron fence, we still demonstrated, and the police beat us very badly from behind. Lathi charge, tear gas, water cannons were immediately used. We were determined to squat there. They started to beat me all over, on my legs, on the head. The chemical water pressure has created bubbles all over my body.
ఓ పక్కన వాటర్ క్యానన్స్ తోటి నీళ్ల తోటి కొడతా ఉంటే గుండెల మీద పడతా ఉంది.
Water cannons, tear gas were used. We became breathless. They were young college girls. No one spared anyone. They all used weapons to hit us all over. My eyes are still burning. My sight is affected. They pulled girls' hair.
ముఖ్యంగా మహిళలు ఉన్నారు, అమ్మాయిలు ఉన్నారు, ఆడపిల్లలు.
He is Chand Pasha. He works in a mixture packet shop. I was running. Then I was hit with a bullet. Then I fell down.
ఇంకా నాకు కూడా తాకి నేను ఆడనే పడిపోయాను.
That demonstrators have attacked the police is a blatant lie. To handle the demonstrators, the police first have to use lathi charge, use water cannons, then tear gas. If these fail, they should fire with rubber bullets. If all this fail, then only they should use guns. That also only on the feet. But here the police have shot on the chest and other sensitive areas. They have filed a case against us for attempted murder. We have appealed in the court. We were peaceful demonstrators. In fact, they have attacked us. He is Hanumantu. He is a workers' leader. A bullet has pierced through his stomach. Without our knowledge, we were targets of firing. About 10 people just collapsed on the spot. He is another Andhra Kesari. His name is Jagadish. He was all ready to take the bullets of the police at the famous Tangachuri Prakasham Pantulu. I thought it was a concrete stone first, but I saw blood oozing out of my chest, and I confirmed it was a bullet. Then I went dizzy and collapsed. Somaya, a worker in a small-scale industry. I was standing under the flyover. The bullet came straight towards me and hit me. Kumar, a student. I didn't know that a bullet had hit me. They brought me to the hospital. Kiran Chandra, MS Computers, Andhra University. It was a peaceful rally. Without any warning, they started firing at us. I got then totally blacked out. Now, who will listen to his mother? The computer government or the World Bank? We came from the village and found him in the hospital. The bullet had hit him in the lower abdomen.
As you know, the bullet enters and then as it touches any solid organ inside, it has a rotating whirling action, recoil action it has got. So with the recoil that it has caused while exiting, it has caused a very big wound at the back, about 8 centimeters into 6 centimeters in size at the back. And as though he had lost blood and his BP was not there and he was in shock, we replaced him with fluids, blood transfusions and all. And the patient was taken as an emergency basis.
I was scared of the rush. I stood a little away. Then I came forward. The bullet had hit me on the thigh. An STD booth worker, Sarita, got a bullet in her thigh. The aim should actually be below the knees. Even the British have followed this principle. But this inhuman government aimed the bullets to kill the people. Sharif, a student. Tear gas engulfed me entirely. I was not in my senses at all. The bullet went right through my arm. My arm broke, and then I could see. Kishan Kumar Gaud, a pawn shop owner. I didn't know what hit me. They joined me in the Usmania hospital. They put switches on me. We are a truth-finding committee. We could meet all the opposition leaders. We could collect some evidences. We could meet 60 injured people. And we are still in the process of meeting people and finding evidences. All the workers have to be saved somehow. They should be donated with blood.
Judicial inquiry के जरिए सही तरह से मालूम
Through a judicial inquiry or commission, we can know the reasons behind firing. What was the reason for 25,000 people being targets of police firing? You cannot find a parallel to this incident anywhere. Young, old and women were victims of aggression. It is sad to say that the high-tech CM has utilized high-tech means to sabotage the people's movement. And I promise that we will definitely put an end to all this nonsense. The government has used the police force deliberately to snub the people's movement. Though Home Minister gave permission to assemble at Jagjeevan Ram statue, but the police have stopped people from different parts of the state to join the Chalo assembly. The way the government is behaving, the society at length will have to bow their heads in shame. All the people are watching this. A judicial inquiry is a must. How can a murderer go scot-free? He has to be punished by law. Permission was taken on 27th February itself, but they tried to stop the rallies from coming. They were in big numbers. This fight has given a great momentum. 2 people have sacrificed their lives. 23 people were injured, but still the enthusiasm has not died. On the 29th of August itself, a statewide Bandh was organized, and everybody cooperated voluntarily. It was a grand success. At least now the government should realize and cut on the electricity charges. It is a great burden to pay electricity bills. We used to pay 200 rupees. Now it has increased to 500 rupees. And we want to fight against this unreasonable onslaught tooth and nail. What kind of help are they providing for poor people like us? It is very difficult to live by working as a laborer. How can we pay this enormous current bill? To sell the milk, I have to use the refrigerator. Well, I used to get 1,000 rupees bill, but now I am getting 4,000 rupees bill. How can I pay? When earning is only 1,000 rupees, how can I pay 500 rupees only for current? What should I eat then? Chandrababu is an imposter. He doesn't care for people. He can only suck the blood of innocent people like us. It is very difficult to pay these bills. Sir, how can we cope? You tell us.
చాలా కష్టమైతుంది మాకు ఇంకా మాట్లాడడానికి వస్తేనేమో ప్రాణాలు లేవట్రి మరి ఎట్లా సార్ ఇట్లా చేస్తే
ప్రాణాలు లాఠీ చార్జీ ఎన్నో దంసాలు చేశారు
మేము గరీబులం సార్ మాకు ఇట్లా పేస్తాం మేము ఎక్కడికి కట్టాలి సార్ మేము
How can they do this to us? We are all very poor and the cost of rice has already increased. Do whatever you like. We will never pay this bill at all. The devil has come to destroy us. It is very difficult to pay the bills. How can we cope? Tell us.
ఇట్లా పెరుగుతా ఉంటే మాకు కూడా కట్టాలంటే కష్టమే కదా.
ఇంతకు ముందేమో 150 అట్లా రాయేది. ఇప్పుడు 3 నెలల నుంచి 2,300 వచ్చింది మాకు బిల్లు.
జీతాలు ఏమో తక్కువ పన్నులు ఏమో ఎక్కువ అంటే ఎవరు కట్టుతారండి అలాగా?
మళ్ళీ నేను కూలీ చేసి బతికేవాడిని అంత డబ్బులు ఏడికెళ్ళి తెస్తాను సార్.
ముందు మాకు తక్కువ వచ్చేది, పెంచడం తక్కువ వచ్చేది. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే ట్రిపుల్ వచ్చేస్తుంది కదండి, కట్టేటోళ్ళు కూడా కట్టరు అసలు.
ముందేమో 400 వచ్చింది, ఇప్పుడు కొత్త బిల్లు పెంచాక 1200 వచ్చింది మాకు.
Look at this enormous bill of Mr. Lakshman Rao. What a significant change. Who will come to save him, to help him pay his bill? How long is your suffering will last? To protest on our behalf, all these people have taken a lead in raising their voices, protesting. But in the end, they sacrificed their lives. Vishwavardhan Reddy is one amongst them. His brother died in an accident a month earlier. This is the second death in the family, leaving everybody bereaved and lonely. Who will wipe their tears away now? No ex gratia was announced for those who died for the cause of people, but ex gratia was paid for those who died making bombs to kill people. Who would give arms to this old man who lost his son? Is this people's government or World Bank's sickening decision to destroy people?
సదరు కార్యములెల్లా వదలిపోయినది సదరు కార్యములెల్ల కార్య సఫలతకై మేము దీక్షగై కొరడాము కన్నీటితో నీకు జోహార్లు చెబుతున్నాం మము బాసిపోయినా ఎప్పటికైనా
At least now, the government and the chief minister should recognize the truth and succumb to the people's view. If not, people will know that the government is cruel and phony. Some hired scribes write that this movement has already died, but there is little truth in this. The battle has just begun, and it will continue.